Good afternoon. Happy Friday, TGIF. It wasn't a bad day. It wasn't really a bad week. I had some work a little more than I would like on certain days or things that take too long. I keep using this towel that I need to wash first to squeeze out my beauty blender, which is why you see white fuzzies, which of course is going to get on my face. I digress. It's book club night, so I'm going to Gilbert. That once every 3 months, something like that, every other month, whatever. Sunscreen. So did my eyebrows, obviously, eyeshadow, and skincare, obviously. The little white right here is from the eye primer. It is warm. The AC conveniently kicked off just before I clocked out, and had to start this video because it's like a 40-something minute drive where we're going today. We're going to a restaurant, a faux restaurant, pho. I like to say faux. I know it's pho, but I still say faux. Y'all know what I mean. So let's see, opening a new pack, and then I think I have 1 or 2 more left. Came out less noisy today. So yeah, the book we read is called The Women by Kristin Hannah. Very popular book. So popular, I am still on the wait list to get the large print book. I didn't even bother with the regular size. I just put myself on the list for the large print because I'm 45. I can't see even with my reading glasses, which I need to make a optometrist appointment. And if I can get in tomorrow, if I do it later today. Sometimes they still have openings. Last minute, I just don't want to drive all the way to the west side. So it's a very popular book. I don't know, everybody and mom was reading it for book club. That is the dress I'm wearing. I got that dress at Lane Bryant for the Memorial Day sale. Goes with that purse. It's denim. Some people weren't a fan of it when I posted it on my Facebook. They're like, it's okay. I'm like, it's a book club kind of dress. It's going to the winery with your girls in a sun hat kind of dress. That means we need to go to a winery, girls. My girls who's watching, we gotta figure that out. So yeah. But it's a very popular book, and it was actually very good. I'm glad I finished it. And with that, most of my makeup today is gonna be women oriented. It's gonna go with the spirit of the book, which it would be anyway, because you know I always use Juvia's Place, Danessa, who knows else. I did look up one of the lippies I'm putting on today. I did look up to see if that's female oriented. It is. I was gonna wear it anyway because I haven't worn it in a while, and I'm like, I need to wear my stuff, put stuff into rotation more. I'm using Danessa obviously for primer. So, but no, I finished it, I want to say Wednesday. I would have finished it Tuesday, but I was like, I gotta go to bed. Just when some more drama happened in the book, I was like, I was gonna sleep though. And then it gave me work in the morning. I was like, okay, when it is slow, so I can finish this book because I enjoyed it. It wasn't, the girls know I don't like depressing books. They be picking the most depressing books. And they're like, we don't mean to. I'm like, but they are depressing. So this one, it had a lot of ups and downs with it because it's about the Vietnam War, the women soldiers that were over there that people did not acknowledge were over there. I did not know they were over there. Mind you, I wasn't alive, but in history, you're never taught that women were over at Vietnam. You're not told a lot about Vietnam other than, all I remember is Agent Orange. That soldiers weren't welcomed when they came back. They were wounded, that people said they were baby killers, baby mongers, something like that. That's pretty much the most I really knew about the Vietnam War and seeing the movie Dead Presidents that came out in '95, I believe, with Lawrence Tate and a lot of other well-known actors. So I was like, I don't know all about. It's another movie I can't. Oh, Good Morning Vietnam, but I really didn't watch that a lot. Well, I don't remember it at all. I know it's Robin Williams film, but I didn't watch that a lot. Like, I don't even think I've seen the whole thing. So I know enough. Some movies I've never seen, but I know enough about it to, if somebody's talking about it, I'm like, oh, okay, to fake it, pretty much. It's 105, so all this extra is probably good to mattify my skin, because I'm wearing a tint today, which is kind of a hydrating tint, but it's supposed to be long wearing. But again, 105. And tomorrow, I was like, me and this lady I met at one of the happy hours that I went to, networking happy hours, are going to get tea. I was like, okay, let's go when it's not hot during the day, so about 6. By then, it's at least cooler. Why is it going to be 110 tomorrow? I didn't know it was going to be 110 tomorrow. So about 6, I don't know how hot it's going to be, but that means you got to get there before 6, which means you have to leave the house before 6. It's going to be hot. But, you know, it's a struggle trying to find a place that had tea, because she specifically said tea. I don't really drink tea. I drink passion fruit tea lemonade from Starbucks. I'll drink chai. Otherwise, I fancy coffee shops. So trying to find a coffee shop that served more than the usual tea. Setting my eyebrows because I didn't set them either. Finding a coffee shop that stayed open past 6 was a chore. But I found one. So I'm like, okay. And then my friend who hosts wrestling match, I know he's gonna be in town. I don't think he knows I know he's gonna be in town, but I know he's gonna be in town. Urban Decay All-Nighter. I am going to momentarily, let's just go like this. I don't get on my neck because that has a V in it. I'm not going. It's supposed to be a big deal and everything. He hasn't mentioned it to me. If he hasn't mentioned it to me, you don't obviously want me to be there. Like, mind you, I have gone and not told him I was going, but he may never mention because if his girlfriend's going to be there, most 99.9% chance is, yeah. I mean, if I did go, I would probably sit on the other side. I'm cordial to people. I have no problem, but if you're the jealous type, I'm not. I'm not doing nothing but supporting my friend. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so what we're using today is Win Beauty, which I've used before. You've seen me use it once. I'm remembering to shake it this time. So we're going to use it again. And in the description will be the shade, which I think is 450 Brave. So I'm going to go on my hand. If you ever see handwriting, pen, ink on my hands, because I'm old, I get forgetful. So when I go to lunch, I write down when I go to lunch so that I know when to come back from lunch. And I set an alarm as well. That's good much. I think that's more than when I first originally did it because it was just coming out. You had to pump it a lot. So I'm just gonna. Nope. Okay, what's going on here? Let's see if that's gonna affect my face. Just blend some of this out because wherever you put it first, that's where it goes. My friend had was a shop in Gilbert. They're now part of the Gilbert Chamber of Commerce. They had a little celebration thing yesterday. I didn't go because 1, Gilbert. 2, hot as hell. 3 during a work day. So I'm like, okay. She knows it was on a weekend. Like when she came to that shop, I went to the grand opening. When she opened her other shop, I went to the grand opening. So she knows I will go to Gilbert for that. Otherwise, my friends know I don't go to Gilbert. If you watch these videos, you know I don't like going to Gilbert this far. Like next week's supposed to be a happy hour and it's supposed to be like in Chandler, and I'm like, right after work or what have you, rush hour traffic. It's possible, but it's also gonna be hot. I don't want to go to Chandler. I support people, but I don't want to go to Chandler. So I'm like, your next event that's closer, and it's just before. Yeah, I have too many things to pay for, which I need to call my dentist office back to pay a part of my payment, because they take checks. Who writes checks? Old people. They say they keep most of their clients are old people, so that's why they accept checks. Because I'm like, why do you keep sending this envelope, whatever, to send a check with? And I'm like, what? But you can't pay online. I'm like, it's 2024. So you either have to call it in, drive over there, or write a check. I do have checks. My bank would probably be like, somebody stole your checks, because I have not written a check in that long. And I'd have to update. The address is fine. I'd have to update the apartment. So I'm like, so I almost wrote a check the other day to pay for car insurance, because people were struggling trying to take my card to pay for it. So, and then finally it worked, because I was like, okay, I wrote out a check and had to void it and shred it. Okay, that looks good, of course. But yeah. And so they closed early on Friday, so of course I was busy with work. I had like one job, and then I had a little bit of downtime for a second, and then I had another job that was very long, because I also had to look up, I had a bunch of scientific jargon. I'm like, I don't know what this means. Yeah, this still looks good. So I was like, I don't. So of course I forgot. I should have did it before lunch, but I did not. Okay, with Fenty. If you hear piano, again, my neighbor conveniently started playing it just now. He did that yesterday, but what did I do yesterday? I watched the new documentary, Brats. If you're a child of the 80s, you know about the Brat Pack. So it's about that and the negative connotation of that, and how they took it as negative, and how, I guess I never read the article. Or did I? I don't remember. Not as a kid, but probably as an adult. How they took that. This whole time, the reason why I had a sponge was because I was going to push this in as well. But they took that, and I'm letting this dry down, which won't take long because it's hot and the fan is on. And then just how, because I guess they had never talked amongst each other, how that made them feel, the whole article and everything, or being called the Brat Pack. So Andrew McCarthy, he had written a book, which I did read, that was at the library, set out to talk to everybody. Spoiler, he didn't get a hold of everybody. You feel free to think of who he did not get a hold of, which is not surprising at all, or who did not want to participate. But yeah, child of the 80s, all those John Hughes movies, and definitely movies of my youth. My favorite John Hughes movie was Some Kind of Wonderful. Probably because I was a tomboy, and you know you have crushes on your male friends, whatever, and they don't see you that way, or they don't even know you're alive in that sense, kind of thing. So that's why that's one of my favorites. And then of course got Ferris Bueller's Days Off, 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, of course, St. Elmo's Fire, which after St. Elmo's Fire is why they got that title of Brat Pack. Basically, a lot of the actors, that same actors working together kind of thing. It was good. It was good. Very, like, I was just reading the comments on the postings on social media. Like, a lot of people didn't really think of them, take it as that as a negative moniker for them, like they did. I think more media made it that way, negative. And then you could just tell they kind of just, looking back, mind you, they were in their early 20s, how much that bothered them. One day, I'm going to learn how to already have my false lashes on, put concealer on, and not get it on my lashes. I have no false lashes on right now, but that would save some time. And I'm trying to remember if I have gas, or if I'm stopping. One other time I did go to Gilbert and stop to get gas on the way home. Luckily, because it's now summer, it'll still be light. Well, it won't be ridiculously dark when I leave. But I think I have enough gas to get back on this side of town without stopping. It's just so hot, and the suicide lanes are in effect. So me trying to go get gas beforehand is an ordeal, because then trying to get around with rush hour traffic to get onto the road I need to be on to avoid being on a suicide lane is very hard. And I basically, because we've been in a heat wave for like excessive heat warning since Wednesday and today and Thursday. So that's why I didn't leave my house at all, and why I didn't get gas. So luckily I didn't have to go in the office, because I would have stayed there till the sun went down. So I was like, why are you people outside? It's hot. Okay, I'm gonna take the brush, blend the edges, because I know right here's a little harsh. I tell people I don't play about being out in the heat. The fact that it's still hot after 6 is crazy. And like, I know my electricity bill was so nice. It's like 60s. And this last week or so, I know it's not gonna be in the 60s. Summer, it's always higher. It's doing so well. Eyebrows look kind of nice. Okay. So other than, I don't know who MAC is ran by, but my MAC primer, everything else I think is female. It's all female. Yeah, everything else is all female. Women brands of various ethnicities. Living Single is on. Which they've been pushing it. It used to come on like 1:30 on VH1. But when I've gone to watch it on a weekend, it's been coming on like at 3. I'm like, I'm not staying up till 3. Yeah, I ain't got no place to be or whatever. But I want to sleep. What time is it? I still got time because I want to leave by 5. Just extra, just in case. I'll be done by 5 for sure. Take the photos. The sun, because they trim the trees, so when I take my photos outside, the sun is directly in my face now. So I have to either stand by the patio door, or you'll see me, I'm just kind of squinting, kind of thing. What the fuck was that? There wasn't somebody at my door that's inside that time. So I'm like, what is going on? Because we have all this, I'm going to do it from the top. And it's hot, but the thing is, like when I take the photos outside, I like that only because the heat helps settle it in and everything melts. It's the only good thing about me driving in heat. Why are y'all banging? It's the only good thing about driving outside to go where I need to go. Yeah, this is unnecessary banging. It's like people are home. It's just, I know it's apartment life. Sometimes you're just like, really? Yeah, they're so disrespectful. And there's certain things about this apartment, like, I don't want to renew it. But the whole, I want to move almost into another apartment, but taking all my stuff and moving into the other apartment was an ideal before. I'm like, doing it again. And finding a moving company that's willing to do that. Because they're like, they want to charge you whatever by mile. I'm like, I'm literally just moving across the complex. My friends did a good job last time, but it's like, still, just, like, how much are y'all gonna charge for me to just have somebody literally just move across the way? And having thinking about future neighbors, are they gonna be as annoying or whatever? Like, my neighbors aren't annoying. I've learned to chill a little bit, but still, sometimes I'm like, what is wrong with you? This light is on, even if it probably doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Because I wasn't going to, at first I wasn't going to wear any makeup tomorrow. Since it's just tea, I was just going to do eyebrows, lippy, maybe throw in some blush. But now I was like, I have my Fenty sunscreen I need to use up the sample. So I was going to do that and just set the hell out of everything like I'm doing today. And then you know, keep it simple, because regardless, it's gonna be simple. Like maybe just do bronzer probably for eyeshadow. And that's truly a summer look. This, I wanted to wear the tint. Like I said, I'm trying to do rotation. I realized I didn't do that, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll just do it when I set my bronzer. My mother's coming to visit next month. And I'm like, okay. She's like, what do you have planned? I'm like, right now, it's like, I have nothing planned. This is the time to, whatever. I'll make whatever work. Because I do have certain days off. I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's gonna be hot. She doesn't like to drink Gatorade. I'll be telling her, you need to drink that Gatorade. I was not going to use a cream blush, but now I am. I thought about it earlier. It's like, I'm just gonna do powders. I'm gonna do a lot of powders, and I decided I made Colê to use the Multistick And because of that, let's see the other side. I've been using that. I'm gonna put it on my hand first. Because the powder blush I'm using is pretty much the same color. I am going to use this part of it. So it's not really too noticeable. When I set it, you'll see the rest. Did I tell you I was going to see Bad Boys 4? I might have. I'm trying to think last time I put on makeup. And then I want to see A Quiet Place 3, which is the pre-origin one. With Lupita. And Digimon Hansu is supposed to be in it too. That's me trying to say his name correctly. I don't know if I said it correctly whatsoever. There you go. It's very light. And then I'll turn to the other part, kind of blend where the foundation was. Blend edges. Kind of goes with the eyes. This is a bronze palette. Usually it just doesn't look bronze, but it is. My Natasha Denona bronze palette. I do like it. I don't wear it often as I should, but I do like it. I've learned how to use it. Sometimes it's not, the palettes aren't melanin friendly. So certain colors, I'm like, I'm not gonna ever use that color. For example, this one. This one right there. It's not gonna look good. So I use that one to blend out edges. And I use this as my all over. And then this to either eyeliner or the outer, which is what I did today. And then this one in the center, of course. But that one over there, I think it's called Flesh. It's not my flesh. So I don't use that one. But I like her palettes. And I like that she kind of has the numbers on them, so you kind of know how to put them on. Okay. So I need to remember to add that to my description list. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I've been talking a lot. Okay, so let's set. If you hear water, there is like a pipe in my wall. For the last 24 hours, I've been able to hear, I've always been able to hear water going down it. For the last 24 hours, it's been more, so. And my stove is electric. It's right behind my microwave. Well, the kitchen, the edge of the kitchen. And nothing has stopped working. So it sounds like it's leaking. It doesn't even sound like it's going through the pipe. It sounds like it's just going into an abyss. Just an empty whatever. It doesn't sound like it's in a pipe at all. So it has sounded more like that in the last 24 hours. And I'm like, the thing is, for them to see, they'd have to break a hole in that wall. I don't want them coming to my apartment to break a hole. As long as nothing leaking into my apartment and not working, I'm trying to just let it be. And then I'm like, my upstairs neighbor, I'm like, I don't know what you're doing that's requiring you doing more than usual. That's making water go down there. Okay. Let it set. Juvia's Place, of course. I lost my hand. My hand looks irritated. Nice little bronzy look. So yeah, I'm not going on happy hours this month. It's because it's so hot. Like, I support the girls, ladies, but either far or it's too hot. And I'm just like, I can't. So I'm like, it's not you, it's me. Yep, too harsh right there. And then my floorboards are also, they're uneven. They've been uneven since I moved in here, but you can't tell unless you're walking without your shoes on. And I just noticed the other day, I was just like, it's even more so. What is this? I don't know what this is. They put a movie on. It's Friday night. They do Friday night movies. Let's see here. Because of that harshness. Okay. Then let's set this blush. It looks like it's a Tyler Perry movie. I've watched Diary of a Mad Black Woman because I got free tickets like years ago. Years, like more than a decade ago. That's the only reason why I saw that. I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan. People say all his stories are they're all the same, and that about the abuse of, why is that doing that? Showing abuse towards black women. They're all the same kind of storyline, which from what I've seen, yeah. I'm like, why would I? We're using Mented, which currently has a sale, 20% off sale. If you use the code relaunch, I think. Relaunch 20 maybe, I don't know. It's social media, look for the code. Because they're supposed to relaunch summer, which is next week. So I don't know if, so they're preparing, I don't know if that's the release date, but them saying it. And I need to find out if my affiliate code still works. Because I mean, I'll still recommend them. I still enjoy their products. I'm like, does my affiliate code still work? Oh yeah, that's nice. Because he has a new movie coming out on Prime Video this month, next month. And it's pretty much the same storyline, some woman being abused and black woman, of course, and yeah, shenanigans. And if you watch the storylines, they all are about black women being abused. And yeah, they may overcome it or whatever. It's, yeah. We're not all being abused. We're not all in bad relationships. That's the way they make it seem. Or he makes it seem. And the fact that he writes, directs, produces, does everything. He doesn't let other people write for him or write stories. He just does everything. And then there's also this trope. People always say the wigs in the movies are kind of bad as well. I forgot which one it was. There's one movie. The wigs are horrible. It's like, come on, man. You getting all this money? Really? You know, black women, we wear wigs. We wear good wigs. You couldn't find a good wig maker? Okay. Pause on that. So yeah, but people still watch them. Yeah. My Patrick Star setting mist, setting spray, which is matte and perfect for this weather. Obviously, I'm running out. So I'm just setting my T-zone again. And I'm supposed to go to an engagement party in the heat next weekend. So, I just need the mini. I don't be getting the big size. So, I need that to probably to keep my face on that day. I could have tested out the pound cake with lipstick for the fall. See if it really stay proof. I've tried a red before and had fall. I don't remember which one it was though. It's me and a friend who likes red lipstick on me. Yeah, but I don't remember which one it was. This is a long time ago. He doesn't even live on the other side of town anymore. So to say, that's how I say it. S-A-I-E. And that's the one I looked up earlier. It's female brand, is women-owned brand as well. And this is in Dada. It's very kind of a light color pink. You look at it like that. But you see when it goes on, it's basically terracotta. Both there to go with me. And we're using Berried on top. So when I reapply, I usually just put gloss on. And let's see, let's do under eye real quick. And then I'll show you the dress. I think that's the quickest I ever done under eye. Like, don't drink yourself. And then I'm going to take this. Now, when I said to kind of blend out. I don't know, Maybelline is women oriented. But it's waterproof, it's the only waterproof mascara I have, so. Going with these earrings because it goes good with that. It's kind of a simple look, summery look. I see a very, very light trace. Very, very light trace. Yeah, that's good. Okay, dress, changing dress. So this is my final look, and I am off to book club. So everybody have a good weekend.